shot of the weekend. NBA Today starts right now. Mr. Spears, it's only right that the Armani suit, it was included on Sunday as the Lakers unveiled Pat Riley's statue outside Crypto.com Arena before the game. The Showtime offense was in attendance for the ceremony, but the current Lakers, maybe they could have used a little bit more of that on the floor. Of course, ahead of the game, LeBron James and Pat Riley embraced, share a moment. Well-deserved, special night for Riley. It would have been even more special if the Lakers got a win. But Jaylen Brown had other plans there.
He's
Celtics take the
MVP
lead.
special right now.
Yeah, LeBron James agrees with you. And then the Celtics, they are up here. Derek White, he's able to deflect the ball there from Jared Vanderbilt, and then he finds Vucevic for the easy layup. A nice play there.
Malik, have you ever seen the Celtics not play hard this season?
They play incredibly hard every single night, and they force 7 of the 8 Lakers turnovers in the first half. And then there's Peyton Pritchard.
Ooh-wee.
It's only right that Jamal crossover was on the call for this crossover. Was it a push-off or was it
I mean, it was, but, you know,
when you make the bucket. Celtics up 1. Jaylen Brown kicks it back out. Pritchard cleans it up.
I've been watching this kid do this since he was 14 years old, playing against a Hoop Summit team in Portland. Still doing the same thing, destroying folks.
And it kept going. Third quarter, Lakers down. Luka Doncic threads the needle to LeBron James, finishes with the slam. LeBron, he became the first player in NBA history to reach 43,000 career points with that bucket, Mr. Spears. Pretty incredible.
That ain't getting past.
It didn't get better for the Lakers here. Jaylen Brown knocking down the 3, and then under 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter, the Celtics up big. Peyton Pritchard, just insane dribble package before draining the 3. Pritchard, 30 points off the bench. The Celtics win 111-89. And if you felt a little like Beyonce, like you were having deja vu watching the Celtics defense on Luka, you were right. It was very similar to their game plan from the 2024 NBA Finals. That constant full-court pressure, it forced the Lakers to have other players initiate their offense. And as you can see, it really kept the ball out of Luka's hands here. So Kendrick Perkins joining us as well as Brian Windhurst. So that was not the only way, that's not the way that Luka typically wants to play here. How, Brian, did you see Boston control the game?
Well, look, the good news for the Lakers is that they finally have their big 3 healthy. LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves. This is what they've been envisioning for over a year now. The bad news is that group has to be awesome on offense because they're not going to be able to be awesome on defense most of the time. And that's what Boston did in this game. Boston targeted them on the perimeter. They were able to generate a ton of open shots out of isolation and putting those guys into pick and roll. And the Lakers had a bad offensive game. It was one of the worst offensive games, frankly, they've had in several years. And that's the thing. They are not a complete team. They are going to be on certain nights awesome on offense. They have proven that they can be awesome in the clutch. But they are like a motor. They are like a sports car. Everything has got to be in tune for them to perform. And defensively, they were not in tune enough to make up for their bad offense in this game.
And look, I know I use this line a lot when I say they ready to get their feet hot, but last night the Celtics got their feet hot with the Los Angeles Lakers, and it started with their defense. And look, Joe Mazzulla has the blueprint. I got the tape right here. Picking up Luka 94 feet. Look at this. Fighting him for position. Feet parallel. He's ready to defend. Look at the post position. Everybody's head on a swivel. All of a sudden, he takes the contact, stays down on the pump fake. Don't give Luka a chance to get to the foul line. All of a sudden, they're going the other way. Here we go again, making them uncomfortable. Look at Peyton Pritchard. Ball pressure up top, fighting over the screen, communicating. And Jaylen Brown with the active hands getting out transition. Doesn't this look familiar? The 2024 NBA Finals. Jaylen Brown, he won Finals MVP because of the defense and the full court pressure that he applied on Luka Doncic, which ended up breaking up a happy home. And that's why Luka is in LA now. So when you think about what the Celtics are doing and what they did last night, yes, Jaylen Brown is at the top, should be leading for MVP candidate, but that defense was suffocating the Los Angeles Lakers last night.
They were causing suffering and they were suffocating for the Los Angeles Lakers, and it makes sense. They've been top 5, right, in defense since December. And when you combine that with the elite offense that you're seeing, the possibility of Jason Tatum coming back, And the fact that you asked me, Mark, how often do we not see the Celtics play hard?
Yeah.
It seems like every single night they are bringing it and playing incredibly tough for Joe Mazzulla.
I talked to Joe Mazzulla on the 7th of November, and at that time the Celtics were 9-8.
Yeah.
No Tatum, obviously, no Porzingis, no Horford.
Struggling.
Seemed like no hope. And he's eating his grain bowl, not even tripping. He was like, look, this team is still talented. If we give the effort that we could give to win on a daily basis, Jaylen Brown is that star. And I kind of just looked at him like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And he's like, the competitive guys, like, what, we just have to have it easy?
Mm-hmm.
And since then, they've been 28-11. Joe Mazzulla's doing an amazing job. Jaylen Brown's doing a great job leading this team. Everybody knows their role. As you see, they play hard every night. And then Tatum's about to come back with Vucevic. It's a scary Celtics team right now.
It is. And for the Lakers on their side of all of this, Brian, after the game, Luka Doncic said he still thinks that this big three has big potential, is what he said. But at this point in the season, why is it still big potential and not us seeing the fruits of what that potential can be?
Well, they're just not equipped to maximize Luka Doncic. And this is not meant to be an insult. This was a shock maneuver that hit the Lakers a year ago. And over the offseason, they really sort of leaned into the summer of 2026. And when you have Luka Doncic, and to a lesser extent Austin Reeves, you've got to have supporting wing defense, and you've got to have a basket defender. And they just don't got it, I mean, they sometimes are able to do it. J.J. Redick has been mixing in more zone. He's been playing sort of different lineups. But, like, if you look at the way Nimi Keita plays for the Celtics, you look at the way DeAndre Ayton plays for the Lakers, it would be much better if the Lakers had Nimi Keita, because the way he defends, they need a transaction cycle to build around Luka, and to a lesser extent to build around Reeves. And that is what they intended to do. That is really what they're not going to publicly announce. They're not going to put this on a statue outside next to Pat Riley, is that this is a holding season. They're going to try to make the most of it. And if they get the right matchup in the playoffs and they get health on their side, they could make a run. But it's going to take things like that to happen, because straight up, they're going to have disadvantages against great teams like Boston.
Well, it's too late, Wendy. The word is out around the NBA. They have scouts at the game right now, and it's not because they're scouting other players or trying to make trades. It's people are getting ready for the postseason. And so now all of a sudden the word is out that, hey, if you want to beat the Lakers, involve Luka and Austin Reeves and make them have to play defense, one-on-one defense. One, they feel like they can't. Two, it takes a lot of energy away from them, so they don't have that much energy offensively. So until they figure it out, the two guys that are leading the charge, that they want to change their mindset and decide to slide those puppies, the Lakers are going to be heading home early this season, because they don't have the personnel around them to support them where they lack it.
Well, it feels like sort of the middle of the West, though, outside of those top 1, 2, maybe 3 spots are a little bit jumbled. Case in point, let's head north. That's where Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets, they were visiting the Golden State Warriors. No Steph, but also no Kristaps Porzingis, who was out with illness, and then a super late scratch moments before tip-off, no Draymond Green. He was dealing with a lower back issue, but just because no Steph Curry doesn't mean he wasn't involved in the action. Off this silly, uncharacteristic turnover here from Nikola Jokic, Steph Curry, shooters, always ready to shoot.
Take it.
He told me that he'd gotten a delay of game before, so he didn't want to. Jamal Murray off on this one. Nikola Jokic is able to get the nice little putback there, grabs a rebound. Jokic right here.